Fire. All right, Shalom, we back. You know, we had to take a quick intermission, what was called halftime. All right, so we're going into the last half of this show, or this lesson, or whatever you like to call it. But before we do that, you know, with any letter, we got to give the introduction of whom the letter is from. All right. So we want to say, call, Allah, Allah, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Ha, Rakah, Qudash, Mama. All right, double line to the elder apostles, the GMS, and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim, the children that believe in sincerity and truth. All right, we're going to go into the second half of this lesson dealing with the land that floweth with milk and honey. And we already went into the physical form of milk and honey being the resources and the abundance that's going to come from these nations. All right, somebody get that again. Thou shalt suck the milk of the Gentile. I think it's in this one, Isaiah 60. That's where we're going. Yep. So, and we showed the spiritual context of it as well. There's going to be what healing and what was it? Safety. Mm-hmm. All right. So let me know you get it. Yep.
Isaiah 60, correct?
Yeah.
It's Isaiah.
I think we forgot where it was at though.
Chapter 60, verse 8. Who are these that fly as a cloud and as the doves to their windows?
Right. We already showed what the windows talking about the gates over in Jerusalem, over in Israel. All right, talking about the gates in Israel, dealing with what? The 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. Flying as doves. And the dove represent like the Holy Spirit, and the dove also represent the chariots. So they're gonna be carried into their lot over there in Jerusalem. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Verse 9, surely the isle shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first to bring thy sons from afar, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, thy power.
There you go, man. All right. So we're gonna have all the gold, all the resources, all the riches of the world. And it's all going to flow unto us. All right. Right now, we don't have nothing. But in the kingdom, we're going to have everything. You know, America is full of what? Homelessness. You go around all these buildings, they got all these big ass vacant buildings. But can't nobody go into them. Why? Because of business. All right. So in the kingdom, we're going to have everything. The earth is going to be our turf. So go ahead, brother. So,
and the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
Right, that's why he said, prepare slaughter for their children, for the sins of their forefathers. So these nations, these Edomites and all their nations, these Elamites, all of them, their descendants are going to build up our walls in the kingdom, man. You know, they're going to build up our walls. They're going to build the floor, the whole damn, the temple. Okay, go ahead.
For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
That's right. We're going to realize that. And it's going to be past tense that the Lord had mercy on us, man, by making us perfect in the kingdom. And he'll never take it away from us after that. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually.
Right, so our gates are going to be open continually, day and night. Why? Go ahead.
They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
Right, that's right, man. So all their forces, all their riches and wealth is going to be what? Brought to us, man. It's going to flow unto us, you know? It's going to be flowing with riches, flowing with abundance. And we're going to prove that in a minute. Go ahead, brother.
Job chapter 20, verse 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of ass. The viper's tongue shall slay him. Yep. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. Right. That which he labored for.
They're not going to get their new world order. Everything they dreaming and praying for is not going to happen. You know, they're going to be right there tasting it. The Lord going to let them taste it, just like we tasted the grape. The Lord going to have Esau get a taste of their new world order. As soon as they begin to fill their belly, that's a taste. He's going to punch him in the belly and make him vomit it up. Go ahead.
That which he have labored for shall be restored.
Right, so it's going to be restored.
Shall he restore?
Right, so everything that Esau took, they're going to restore. And that's part of the healing that's going to be on our nation. All right? They're they're going to lose their land. That land of Edom is going to be given to, I think, Benjamin it was? The southern kingdom. I'll just say that. Go ahead.
And shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
Right, so that's them setting up their trap, having the table set, and then they begin to eat. But the Lord is not going to let them complete or finish their meal. As soon as these devils come in with martial law, as soon as these devils come in with their plan to change to a digital system, that's when the Lord is going to show up, and his name is Yahushua. All right, a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah. And that's who's coming to deliver the elect, to lift us up and give us the kingdom, man. All right, they tell us we ain't nothing, we ain't nobody. And they treat us like nobody. But the Lord saying, yo, the Lord saying, look at ourselves through heaven's eyes. Not even through your own eyes. Look through his eyes. And what does he see? He sees a prince. He said, I looked on the earth and I've seen servants upon horses and princes walking in what? What it say? Somebody get that? That's white, man. Let's get it. We're going to let the scripture speak. It's cool. So he saw servants upon horses being lifted up ever since slavery. You know, they've been riding their white horse. But now what the Lord say? Let me know somebody get it. Yep, just real quick. I need to real quick. Yep, servants upon horses.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7.
Yep.
It says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking the surface upon the earth.
That's right, man. The princes walking as servants upon the earth. Go ahead, brother. So now they're going to be our servants.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 5. And the Lord thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. And the Lord thy power will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. Wow. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
There you go. That's clear, man. So the Lord gonna multiply us above our forefathers. All right. So even as what do he say? Let's get this real quick. Psalms 128 and 1, all the way to 6, because there's gonna be a lot of sex in the kingdom.
128.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of popping, like popcorn, Jiffy Pop.
128.
Yep. Yeah, 128 and 1, all the way to 6.
All right, this is Psalms 128 and 1.
Right, he gonna multiply us more. So we're not just gonna get the land of Israel, we're gonna be righteous in the land of Israel. We're not just gonna get the land of Israel, we're gonna get the earth. And then beyond that, we're gonna get the heavens. All right.
So book of Psalms, chapter 128, starting at verse 1.
Right.
Blessed is everyone that feareth the Lord, that walketh in his ways. For thou shalt eat the labor of thy hands.
Right. So we're gonna eat the labor of our work. What's that? See Jake and these heathens, they're gonna eat the labor of their idolatry and their wicked path. But us, we're gonna eat the labors of our work, meaning doing his work, teaching. Okay. The Lord says there's a reward for that, salvation. Go ahead.
For thou shalt eat the labor of thy hands, happy shalt thou be, and that shall be well with thee.
Right. So what did he say about Esau? He said Esau gonna eat, but he's gonna vomit it up. He said us, we're gonna eat, swallow it down, digest it, and eat again. Go ahead.
Thy wife shall be as thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of thine house.
See that? So your wife, your women, is gonna be as a fruitful vine by the sides of your house, man. She's gonna be like a fruitful vine that just keep popping out children. Keep popping out fruit. You're gonna have a bunch of women to do that though. Go ahead. So your wives are gonna be as fruitful vines by your house. Go ahead.
Thy children like olive plants round about thy table.
There you go. So imagine that. Olive plant represent anointed. So they're gonna be righteous children. You ain't gonna have to kick their ass all the time. You know, and they're gonna be in order all around your table, just like on that Kanye West video, where he had them all sitting at the rich people table and Esau serving them. You know? So or like when we came over here in slavery, in all the movies, you'll see Esau at their table and us serving them. So now we're gonna look around the table and you're gonna see all your children, man. You know, it's gonna be like olive branches. Go ahead.
Behold, that thus shall be, behold, that thus shall the man be blessed that feareth the Lord. The Lord shall bless thee out of Zion, and thou shalt see the good of Jerusalem all the days of thy life. Yeah, thou shalt see thy children's children, and peace upon Israel.
Woo! All right, that's the land that floweth with milk and honey. He said, with what? With healing and safety. Okay, we're gonna be healed, man, and growth. All right, and grow as a nation. Go ahead. I'm gonna want real quick. Then you brought.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 3. It says, trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
Go ahead, brother. You speak on it real quick.
Come on, so it says, trust in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's what we should be. That's what we should be calling on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, knowing that they're gonna protect us and they're gonna have us in the cover of their wings, man.
No. What the Lord say? Those that desire a new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. So we're gonna be in the land, but to be righteous in the land, that's even better. To be in the presence of the Lord, man.
He said we're gonna be fed, man. So we're gonna get the fatness of the earth, man.
Right. He said he's gonna feed us as cattle, right? He said he's gonna gather them into the barns, and they shall be fed like cattle, meaning personally taken care of by the Lord.
Verse 4 says, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desire of thy heart.
Right, man.
So he's gonna give us our desires of our heart, man.
Right. Somebody got that?
That's a beautiful thing, man. To gain the kingdom, and then also he's gonna give us our desires, man.
Right.
You know,
what's that? Revelations 13, I think, 11. Slavery.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3. I'm gonna start from verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and haste until the coming of the day of Yahushua, whereunto the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and the new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
There you go. So that's our desire. All right. We desire a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. All right. Get that real quick, Revelation. And this is also part of our desire. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, and verse 9.
Right. And part of that righteousness is having multiple wives. Part of that righteousness is having women that are in order. All right. Go ahead, brother.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity,
Right. The Caucasian race, they led us into captivity. Go ahead.
shall go into captivity.
Right. So they're going into slavery next. Okay.
He that kill with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
That's right, man. All right. So now, if we get back to can somebody get 2nd Ezra 7 and 53 again? 2nd Ezra 7, 53. And then we get back to Isaiah. So, yep. 2nd Ezra 7, 53.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 53. And that there should be shown a paradise whose fruit endure forever, wherein is security and medicine,
Right.
since we shall not enter into it.
Right. So that happens, in the ancient times, man. And the Lord said, what? Security and medicine. And what word to say next to it? You don't have that on yours? All right. It says fullness. To be full, man. Fullness of, to be complete. The Lord said he's going to make everything more to our liking. All right. So that's what. Go ahead. And then we're going to get Isaiah 60.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 51. Will understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
Right.
For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yeah, perfect goodness and wisdom.
That's right. You want to speak on it?
All right, man. So basically, plenty is made ready, man. So come on, well, we're going to inherit the kingdom. We're going to inherit the blessings, in Deuteronomy chapter 28. we're gonna inherit all the blessings.
That's right.
As set forth for the children.
That's right. He said rest gonna be allowed. You know. So that's just it. A lot I want to speak on that, but I ain't gonna read it again. Let's keep going. He broke it down pretty good. Yep. Let's keep going with Isaiah 60 real quick.
It's Isaiah chapter 60, verse 12.
I remember.
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
Right. So if they don't want to serve us in the kingdom, and Esau got that Rocky Balboa spirit, you know, or that die-hard spirit, then the Lord gonna do what? Go ahead. They shall perish, man. You know, same thing the Lord would do with us. They're gonna have droughts, teeth of wild beasts, you know, fire, famine, death. Go ahead.
Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Hey, utterly wasted. That's what they're gonna be, utterly wasted. All right, go ahead.
The glory of Lebanon.
Right. Because that's how Elam and these other nations, they're going to get some form of living. It just said Moab is going to submit to us. But Esau is not going to want to serve us. Go ahead.
And that's why he's wasted away his heat.
Yeah, they're going to be wasted. That's right. And what it said when the Lord shows up, who represents Jacob, Yahushua, they're going to be scared, but there's fight. They're still going to fight against us. They're still going to have that. The Lord going to keep that prideful ass spirit on Esau so we can want to whoop the hell out of him. All right. And I hope they keep looking at us with that racism too, that racist look.
Prejudice.
Yeah, prejudice. That's even better. Because racist doesn't mean that. Right? That's right, man. Yep. Racist means like being a pianist, a piano. You're a professional of your own race or a piano, or what you're into. And racism is a system that's in place to keep oppression on another nation. So the Lord gonna set up a system of racism in the kingdom.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary.
Right. This is what Yahushua wants. And the box tree, all these different beautiful trees to make houses with, to plant in our lands with, man. You know, it's gonna be like The Sims. You know, the Lord gonna just visualize it and set it up. Go ahead, the architect.
And I will make the places of my feet glorious.
Right. So all these nations gonna be bringing all this stuff unto us, man. You know, and the Lord gonna say, yeah, put that over here, and put that over here, and put that over there in Judah. You know, I don't want those trees. Then you know what? Go kill them. Go get rid of them. Go get
Like he can't listen.
He can't listen. Yeah, I told him I want these trees. I told him I wanted the fir tree.
You don't want to listen? Cut his ears off.
Yeah, cut his ears off.
He don't listen. He don't need them. He ain't using them. Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
There you go.
And they shall call thee the city of the Lord,
right?
Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Right, man. So that's gonna happen, man. They're all gonna bow down. They ain't gonna be walking freely like this. You know, just all over the earth, roaming around. Some people just homeless roaming around. You know, Esau, you go over the damn jungle, you see them over there tracking down animals and shit. And all over the earth, man. You know, using their nation or their system that they set up to take all the resources from the earth. Got military bases everywhere. No, all that's gonna be gone. They're gonna be concentrated down to a narrow pit. All right, and they're gonna be micromanaged there. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
Right. The joy of many generations. I'm just kidding. He's older than that.
Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Right. So we're gonna know that. All right. Let's keep going.
Verse 17. I like this one.
Right.
For brass I will bring gold.
Wait, you read 16?
Go on. You read it?
Yeah, read it again. That was the point that he was talking about in the beginning.
Okay. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles.
Thank you. Can somebody get that? Isaiah, yeah, lexicon. Isaiah 60, I get it. Or whoever gets it.
60 and 16.
Yeah. And the lexicon lexicon. Isaiah 60 and he said 16, right? Whoever get it first. That's right, man. He said we're gonna suck the milk of the Gentile. What that means to consume. All right. So these nations, again, that goes into giving suck. That means when women, they would give the milk, all right, to the baby. So he said we're gonna, and on the opposite end, the baby would be the one consuming. That's gonna be our job, and their job is gonna be the ones to give it up.
What's the word we're looking at?
Milk.
Milk.
Yep. You know, he said milk and honey, right?
Yeah, right. It says milk. Go ahead. It says milk.
We're gonna suck the milk of the Gentiles, meaning to consume it. You can even click on the word suck.
Abundance of the land.
Yeah, real loud, brother, for the camera.
It says milk. Abundance of the land.
So we're gonna take the abundance of the land, man. We're gonna take the abundance of the earth. All right. And they're gonna what? They're gonna give it to us. Hand it over.
And it also says white. White as milk.
Right. All right. So it said the abundance, right?
Come on.
So that's the point. The abundance of the land, man. You got something, man? Yeah. So that's it, man. Keep clicking the word suck. I just explained it. You have one side that has to give the milk, to give the abundance, and the other side that's set up to consume it, all right, to take it from it.
It says to suckle, nurse, suck, to suck, suckling, babe, to give, suck to.
Yep, to give, suck to.
Nurse.
Yeah. So that means to give like milk.
God.
So they're gonna hand it up, give it up, hand over the earth. What did that say? Job 9:24. Whoever get it, I know what it say, but I'm gonna keep the suspense.
So, chapter 9 and verse 24. Earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right. If not, where and who is he? You know, we got Bob Barker walking up now. All right. So he said, what? The earth was given into the hand of Esau, but now Esau going to have to give up the whole earth, man. Not just America, because America going to be destroyed, and no man shall ever dwell there. And not just the land of Israel, but the whole earth, man, the whole inhabited earth. All right. So that was it. That's right here.
Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shall suck the breast of kings.
That's right, man. That's right. We're gonna take the abundance from the kings as well. All the riches. You look at. That's why tonight a lot of brothers should go home and look up some kings on the earth. Look up Putin and them. Look how they living, man. They about to give all that up. Really realize that they what you're seeing, they're about to give that up, and that's a reality.
And you can see it the way Biden, he's trying to like take the money away from Russia and stuff like that. The oligarchs. The oligarchs and stuff like that. He's trying to take their possessions, their paintings, their yachts and stuff like that. We're gonna be doing that to them.
That's right, man. All right, let's keep going.
Verse, see, I'm from the top of 16. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Right, we're gonna know it. We're gonna be confident in it, man. All right, you ain't gonna be unsure or nothing. You're gonna go to sleep, wake up, it's gonna be happening again. You're gonna go to sleep and wake up, it's gonna still be happening. Even while you sleep, it's gonna be happening. You know, go ahead. I would love to go to sleep and dream about America and wake up in the kingdom. Go ahead.
Verse 17. For brass I will bring gold.
Right. So for brass, we're gonna have gold, man. We ain't gonna need no brass. We're gonna give that to the servants, you know. But we're gonna have gold. The same thing you would use brass for. What do they use brass for? Like silverware or things around the house, huh? Electric wires, anything. You know, we're gonna have gold. That's like a big conductor of electricity. You know, you're talking about 5G. Shit. We just gonna have G.
OG, triple OG.
Yeah, we gonna have it, whatever it is. All right, let's keep going, brother. So we're gonna so instead of brass, what we will use brass for, we're gonna use gold instead. Go ahead.
And for iron, I will bring silver.
Right. So instead of iron, the Lord gonna bring us silver to use. All right. And what is iron made for? Even
Like buildings and stuff like
buildings. That's right. So we're gonna be on a whole nother level, man.
that. You said it one time before, and you listened. It's like they're gonna have to build dwellings for gods.
That's right, brother. It's gonna be and those are those give you energy and they heal. So it can be a constant. We're gonna walk around barefoot, man.
Have a countertop made of amethyst.
And you know about that. That's your thing. Walking around feeling the earth. Imagine feeling the earth in that way.
I don't want to feel this earth.
Sheesh. Man, y'all getting chills thinking about it. All right. Keep going, brother.
And for wood, brass.
Right. So everything we will use for wood, we're gonna have brass, man. Why? Because we're gonna be superheroes, superpower. We're gonna be able to bend brass like it's nothing. That's gonna be like wood to us. It's gonna be like rotten wood. The same way brass will be to Leviathan. Rotten wood. Go ahead, brother.
And for stones, iron.
Right. That's right. For stones, the Lord gonna give us iron, man. All right. So the same thing that you would make out of stone, the Lord gonna say we're gonna use iron for that. All right. And the Lord's name is Yahweh Shai. It's not Jesus like they taught us in these churches. It's not Allah, Islam. That's not a name. That's a title. So that's not a name. We ain't worshiping no black rock. You know what I mean? Buddha is not that. It's not Yeshua, so you can't go there. There's no E's in the Hebrew. So the only name to call on is Yahweh Shai. And if you don't know that name, you don't know nothing. Go ahead, brother.
I will make also I will also make thy officers peace, and
Right,
thine executors righteous.
Yep. Read that part again.
I will also make thy officers peace, and thine executors righteousness.
Right, so we're gonna be the police. See that? Turning of the tables. We're gonna be walking around. We ain't gonna have a baton. We're gonna have a scepter. You know, he said we're gonna break them in pieces. Like somebody get that? Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Yeah, that's a promise from the Lord, man. He said our officers gonna be peace officers, man, bringing what? Peace to the earth. Esau, what they bringing is what? They enlarge their desires as hell and is as death. But us, we're gonna bring life, man, by putting them to sleep. All right.
But verse 18, violence shall no more be heard in thy land.
Right. So violence shall no more be heard in our land, man. Why? Because people gonna be scared to enter our land, man. It's gonna be peaceful in there. It's gonna be fortified. The land of Jerusalem, Israel. All right.
Hey, just like how like Jake kind of get nervous now going into the white neighborhoods and stuff. The police gonna be right on them.
Yeah.
That's how they gonna be flip flopping our king.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna be walking around freely. You know.
We gonna pull up on what you doing in here.
You ain't from around here, are you, boy?
That's right. We're gonna have a badge, but our badge is gonna be a crown. You know, and our baton is gonna be a scepter. Somebody got it?
I got it. Psalm chapter 2 verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
So you gotta ask the Lord, but to ask him, you gotta know his name. You know?
And the othermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
So he said, what? Was it just Jerusalem or was it Israel only?
And the othermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
So he's gonna get us the uttermost parts of the earth. That means every nook and cranny, the ocean, under the ocean, the darkest places on the earth. You're gonna be able to bring light to them. You know? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them to pieces like a potter's vessel.
There you go. So we're gonna have that iron that we're gonna use that to dash these heathens to pieces. They had the whip. We're gonna have a rod of iron. But the Lord said he's gonna raise us up to be mighty men. So imagine that. They're gonna be getting whooped by mighty men with a rod of iron. So they're gonna be bashed to pieces, meaning broken to pieces like a potter's vessel, breaking their bones, man. Go ahead. Oh, that was it? Go ahead, brother.
Gone. Waste It's like I'm gonna start working back at top 18.
Okay, so we're gonna be officers. That's right.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land,
Right.
wasting.
And with officers, you're gonna have ranking. You know what I mean? You're gonna have order. It's gonna be the Most High Yahweh, his son Yahweh Shai, King David, and the rest of the elect, and then the children of Israel.
Wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy wall salvation and thy gates praise.
There you go, man. All right, so everything with us. So when you read in Revelations where it talks about their walls shall be high, it's talking about the it's gonna be salvation, man. And our gates is gonna be represent the praise of the Lord. All right. So let's get so that's gonna be our defense. Isaiah 49-22. Oh, that was it?
Keep going for the rest of the chapter.
Nah, we ain't got to. Back to water. So.
49 and what?
Yeah, Pastor Hardy did a lesson on the other day.
Book of
I think the
Isaiah,
rest of the chapter, yeah.
chapter 49 and verse 22. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders.
Right.
And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Right,
Thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shai.
That's right, because you know, when they had us in slavery, we couldn't even look up at their children. Or they
Look up in general.
right, or every time they had a baby, they would force us to bow down and kiss the baby's feet. You know? So you can only imagine what it's gonna be like in the kingdom, man. They're gonna be like carpets to us. They ain't gonna be able to bow down, they're gonna have to lay down. Yeah, man, you're gonna see a lot of footprints on their back. Like, oh, my brother was here, huh? Let me put mine on there. Ox just came by here. All right. You already went to 23? 23, yeah, come.
And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shai, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
That's right, man. Micah 1:7, and then Deuteronomy 32:51. Yep, Micah 4:1, all the way to 7. Deuteronomy 32:51.
Micah.
Yep, Micah 4:1.
Micah 4:1.
Better.
But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that the mountain of the house of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow into it.
All right, so there you go. He said it's gonna be flowing with milk and honey. And what's that again? Security. I keep forgetting. Can you get that again? Second Ezra. You know, 7:53. All right. Health and safety, and then it's something else. Okay. Okay.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7:53.
There you go.
And that there should be shown a paradise whose fruit endure forever, wherein is security and medicine.
There you go, man. It's gonna be security and medicine, man. Meaning healing for our nation, man. And to be secure in the strength that the Lord gives us, man. He's gonna be our strength. All right. And then he said, what he said, security and medicine, right? There was a part before that. Can you read the part? Paradise.
And that there should be shown.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That whose fruit shall never end. And that's talking about the elect, really. You know, forever, forever. All right, go ahead, brother. Come on. Let's end it with Deuteronomy 32.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 51.
Right.
Because ye trespassed against me among the children of Israel at the waters of Meribah Kadesh in the wilderness of Zin, because ye sanctified me not in the midst of the children
okay,
of
yeah.
Israel.
My bad. Yeah, that going to something else. That's dealing with Moses when he went against the Lord. All right. So matter of fact, keep reading.
All right. Verse 52 is the last verse of the chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Yet thou shalt see, yet thou shalt see the land before thee, but thou shalt not go thither unto the land which I give the children of Israel. That's it.
What was it? All right, somebody go, go ahead. Raise there's no one plant them in their own land in Amos chapter 9.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 20. And the captivity of the host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath. And the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in the shepherd, shall possess the cities of the south, and Savior shall come upon Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. Come on, man. The kingdom, the whole earth is going to be possessed by the Israelites, but ultimately the kingdom is going to be the Lord's, man. We come back and destroy this power structure here, set in place by Esau Edom.
Right. Right, brother. All right, so yeah, man, you're gonna give us that land that flow with milk and honey, man.
Jeremiah 24:6.
Yeah, Jeremiah 24:6.
Is that the only talking?
Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 15. It says, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh thy God.
There you go, man. So the Lord promised that he's going to plant us. He said he planted us a noble vine, but we became a strained and degenerate plant unto him, man. But now the Lord is going to make us perfect in his sight and pluck us up from this land and plant us there, man. And we'll never be plucked up ever again, you know, from the land that's flowing with milk and honey. It's literally mountains that have honey flowing from the mountains, man, you know. But it also is going to be full of security and health, man. All right. And the health deals with the growth of our nation, growing as a nation, growing as a people, meaning a lot of popping population instead of depopulation like Esau likes, you know, because of their business. And yeah, man. So we're gonna end it there. If anybody got any precepts, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 20. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, says the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua.
Go ahead, y'all got it.
So come on, man, the Lord's going to turn back our captivity before the whole face of this earth. And you know, he's going to make us a name and a praise, like the elder said. We're going to have crowns, man, and a scepter. See what I'm saying? We're going to break these nations in pieces. You see what I'm saying? We're going to rule the whole earth under the authority of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua.
Right, have new bodies, a new world, right, with righteousness in it, have new bodies with scepters and crowns, with a righteous spirit within it. Come on, man. That's through and through. You know, inside and out. What's up with this guy over there? He can't even hear from over there. Yeah, catch him if you want. All right, let's go. Who had it? All right, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 11, verse 5. This is for the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy. Now will I arise, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him.
Right there, that's right. Esau puff at us. He gonna set us in safety, brother. The water. Yeah, that was a good one, man. That's right. That goes with that parable in 2 Ezra 7:53. He gonna set us, plant us in safety, man. Woo! Yeah, that was fire today. You ain't never caught. Go ahead, man.
That was it.
That was it. That's right, man. Go ahead. You're gonna set us in safety. This is follow that one up. I might get that piece and put it with him.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 9 and starting at verse 14. And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit thereof. And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord thy God.
So we ain't gonna just taste the fruit, we're gonna eat the fruit and continue to eat it. Right? And we're gonna get all through that land, man. We're gonna have descendants on that land. You know? Have memories on that land, man. All right. So yeah, any more precepts in school? You're good? All right, we're gonna end it there. And my phone acting wicked. All right, yeah, we're gonna end it there. And yeah, hopefully we'll edify today, man. That was a lesson on edification, dealing with the land of milk and honey and how it's flowing with milk and honey and what it means, you know. So with that, we're gonna end it and get the hell out of here. So we're gonna say, Call, Allah,
Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
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 Ha,
Ha,
Rakah,
Rakah,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Mama.
Mama.
All right, double honor to the elder apostles of GMS, and shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children that still believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. And thanks for supporting our page. And hey, man, you know, feel free to share our videos. All right, shalom.
Shalom.